All right. So last week, posted on the story that some of y'all may be working out a little too much. That was directed at about 10, 15-ish people. Overtraining is not an issue for the majority of people. Handful of those people reached out to me right away and were like, I feel attacked. Ha ha. Laughing. I know all these people. All right. I've talked to many of them in person about this way before I posted that video. So that's a small percentage, right? These people are getting, 25, 30 hours plus of training in per month. Most of them are feeling pretty good. It's just, I wanted to give a little warning. If your performance starts falling off, you're not recovering as well, it is something to look at, that you might be under recovering, i.e. overtraining, okay? Under recovering for the volume we're putting in. Now, the other side of this equation, we need long break, long pause. Life is busy. Life is difficult. Things get thrown into disarray. But I hate to say this. There is nothing more important you can do for your health than physical exercise. Arguably, it's more important than nutrition, right? I said it. It's probably more important than nutrition. I do have some insights and there's some validity to back that up. People that exercise have good strength, good VO2 max, live longer, and have a better health span than people who have low strength and low VO2 max. Now, to get the best strength possible, best VO2 max possible, you're going to need to eat well so your body, the machine, has adequate and optimal fuel to recover and perform to be able to make continued growth in those two domains of fitness, okay? You're not going to be able to optimize and maximize your strength and endurance potential on a terrible diet, okay? So that's where the importance of nutrition comes into play, not to mention a lot of metabolic processes in our body rely on quality fueling. But you need to get high quality strength training, high quality aerobic work in, high quality general physical preparedness activity in. 3 days a week happens to be our minimum benchmark to move that needle forward. All right, 3 days per week. That is the minimum benchmark to move that forward. That is why our committed club is set at 12 visits per month. That's an average of 3 days per week. That's not 12 visits 1 week, do nothing for 3 weeks, all right? Just to be clear, an average of 3 days per week for 4 weeks. That's where it comes from. That is the minimum to move the needle forward on your health, strength, fitness, so forth. If you're not getting 3 days per week, you need to prioritize and reprioritize some things in your life to figure that out. All right? I'm telling you this because it is so important for your long-term health. You don't want to get to 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old and be like, damn, probably should have listened to that dumbass when he was telling me I should work out more consistently and take care of my physical fitness. What was that guy's name? I think he's probably still at the gym, probably still doing the damn thing. I don't want you to have those reflections 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now, right? Those regrets. Let's get our life figured out to where we can prioritize, to where we're hitting the minimum threshold requirements of working out 3 days per week. All right? Let's figure it out. Like, you can find 3 hours per week for your health and fitness. All right? People that tell me they can't are basically, it's excuses, because you can find it. You can find it, right? There are many times where we're not getting the work done we need to get done during the time frame we're supposed to do it. We're putting it off. Then we're waiting till last minute, right? We got this work deadline. We got this kid thing. We got this, blah, blah, blah. Just shit stacking up. The reality is you're not executing on the things you need to get done to free up the time to fit in the priorities that actually matter. Because I guarantee you, we sit down and go through your day, your schedule, your life, kids, job, sports, activities, all the shit. And you can figure it out, right? If you're not getting it, it's simply not important for you. And you need to make it important for you, right? If you don't want to have regrets when you turn 40, 50, 60, average age for men in this country, I believe, is 76. So 70, quality of life. Oh, I finally got to retire, whatever, but I'm so incapable of doing anything that I can't even enjoy my life at this point. Right? God willing, you make it to 80. And you don't need to totally rely on somebody else doing every single thing for you because you took care of your strength training. You maintained optimal levels of physical strength, health in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, in your 60s, in your 70s, and you're still thriving. Right? You never met a person that was 60, 70, 80 years old and is like, damn, sure glad I didn't take care of sure wish I didn't take care of my health and fitness back in the day. That was such a waste of time. Never met that person. Never met anybody that regretted taking care of their physical health. All right? So, 3 times per week, average 12 times per month. I want you guys to get it in. Get it done, and let's make it happen. All right? If you need help, if you need guidance, if you need support, me, all my coaches here, we're here to help. All right? I've done it with people. We have sat down. We have looked at schedules. We have looked at time management solutions. I've done it. Handful of people. All right? I've also had a handful of people that tell me, like, thanks for telling me to get my shit together because I needed to. And they got it together, and they changed their lives. All right? So sometimes you need that tough love. Get your shit together. Get it figured out. All right? This comes at you with nothing but love. I don't want you to have those regrets, and you don't need to. You don't need to. Fitness is the only thing you can fail at attendance-wise and still move the needle, because 3 out of 7 days per week is still a failing grade, and you can move the needle with that. All right? Yes, the goal is to get to 5, moving our body 5 days per week, 7 days per week of movement. Walking, getting outside, doing things, moving our body every single day. This is a machine that is meant to work. If you don't use it, you lose it. And each decade that goes by, the risk of that becomes higher and higher and higher. Right? So let's make it happen. Love you guys. If you need help, reach out. Ask for help. We're here to do that. All right? That's it. That's all I'm going to harp on. All right? You guys, keep kicking ass. See you later. I love you. Don't forget it. All right? This comes at you with nothing but love.